Hello, my name is Amber Tackett, and this is my Module 8 assignment for Intro to Sociology for Aspen University. So I'm just going to answer a few questions. The first question is, society has changed over the past decade from style to language and even our environmental resources. Give an example of how social change has affected physical environment, population, innovation, diffusion, and mass media. Over the last decade, one major societal change that I've noticed and that I feel like we've been moving towards as a global standpoint would be going green, like with gas, electric cars, electricity in general. Basically, anything you can think of, people are trying to make it more green, more eco-friendly. So that's a really big thing in the last few decades, or last decade at least. So a lot of things are more environmentally friendly, like shampoos and game consoles, clothings. Everything is being recycled and everything is green in some way. So that's a really big change. Another thing that I've noticed kind of recently is like slang and stuff has changed in regards to even social, like on social media and stuff. It makes me feel a little old because I'm unaware of these changes until they're presented on things like TikTok that I have no idea what anyone's talking about, or even style and stuff is very different from even the last 5 to 10 years. The next question. The information revolution was and still is an important perspective in social change. In your opinion, how has it changed society, and how do you feel it will change society in the future? The changes from the information revolution have drastically changed how people learn, as far as students, because a lot more students are able to access pretty much anything they want on the internet. So research projects and stuff are a lot more relevant, I guess, today. But it also makes it more difficult for those who don't have internet access or computer access as easily, as like more, I guess, richer school systems and stuff. So lower income families and schools have a hard time keeping up with the rest of the world without access to all these internet resources. So they're kind of behind in that aspect. And it makes a really big divide between people, as if there already wasn't a big one. The other question, how has modernization changed in many underdeveloped nations? Modernization has been both helpful and sort of a setback to some underdeveloped countries. It's been helpful in that modern medicine has been able to skyrocket and do things like eradicate smallpox, as an example. But that also means not everyone has access to that, because it's been making or helping lower countries not be able to get the same kind of education as everyone else, because if they're underdeveloped, they don't have the same resources, as I mentioned in my previous question. So since you're not really able to afford good schooling, you can't necessarily get a better job to make more money. So they kind of remain poor and like keep repeating that vicious cycle. Another question is, what are the types of social movements that have occurred in history, and when and why did they occur? One social movement that I have come to notice has definitely boomed in the last few years is the hashtag #MeToo on social media. It started in 2006. The hashtag is a tag that stands for people who have been sexually assaulted in some way. And people use this hashtag to symbolize that they're not alone, show the actual statistics on sexual assault, rape, all that stuff. Because a lot of people feel alone, and the hashtag is meant to essentially make people not feel so alone, especially since it's such a taboo topic. This movement has helped a lot of people become more aware of how relevant sexual assault is and how the numbers are honestly pretty scary. So the hashtag definitely helped get that conversation started and is still going. That's definitely a big social movement. There's also other movements that are really more relevant in like just in the last 2 or 3 years, is like the Black Lives Matter movement. It's still going on. There's still people that don't feel like that's the right movement or the right wording, and there's just a lot of controversy with it, but it is still going, and I think it's still going pretty strong in my opinion. But yeah, those are the two major ones that I've noticed, at least more recently. So yeah, thanks for listening. Sorry for the rambling, and hope you guys have a good day. Bye.